The following video is not intended for children, and it's best enjoyed if you either completed the MSQ up to level 87, or you otherwise don't care about spoilers.
Hello, State Driven here, welcome back to another exciting episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV. Last time, we had a nice and friendly duel with Venat, and found out that it's most likely Hermes didn't intend to destroy the world. Such devastation! This was not his intention. Okay, let's dive right in. We're going up north to the Big Island. Let's go. So, the Keatsis itself. I touched upon the practice before back at the archives where a vast area is stitched together out of multiple conceptual spaces. The same holds true of the interior of this facility and its magically constructed environs. There within those sprawling habitats, the chief overseer and most of the observers conduct the bulk of their work. Interesting. The simplest route is the teleporter. Alright, let's go to the teleporter. Outside the tower, we speak once more to Venat. Gee, I sure hope Hermes is actually home. Don't I have any food in here? Here we are, the grandest research facility in Elpis. We should head inside and ask out to Hermes' whereabouts. Hermes is at another facility, as we just discovered. Oh? Those two guys. Furthermore, we've confirmed his study into Dynamis and creation of Meteion were entirely private pursuits. No one else we spoke of appeared to possess the chief's depth of knowledge on the subject, and neither did we hear any tales of stolen research. Which means that Hermes himself harbors no desire to bring down an apocalypse, then he might be recruited to help prevent one. So saith the illustrious Emet-Selch. He wants to help, he just doesn't want to admit it. According to your story, the 14 divined the connection between the celestial currents and the final days, but were never able to pinpoint the root cause of the calamity. With our people's greatest minds, not to mention Hythlodaeus' sharp eyes, committed to the pursuit of a solution, such an outcome seems inconceivable! The only possible explanation is if the nature of the catalyst was so inexplicable that even we failed to perceive it. And what better fits this description than the invisible, intangible Dynamis? Which in turn leads us to the next question: how did Hermes, in his role as Fandaniel, not recognize the subject of his own research? We must assume that he either knew and was unable to help, or that he was otherwise prevented from identifying the cause in the first place. At this juncture, all we can do is speculate. To be clear, the Convocation does not tolerate acts of deception or malice. We are practiced at perceiving truth, and would have known had Fandaniel lied to us. Hermes has no conscious wish for the world to end, of that I am certain. Well, what about a subconscious one? It seems there is more to this tale after all. A lot more. We conducted an investigation of our own, you see. Venat recounted what she heard. Or what she saw in the echo, I mean. How comforting. We seem to have reached the exact same conclusion. I see no reason to delay further. 'Tis time we brought Hermes into the fold, as it were. Thank you for your understanding. Save your thanks. I did not say I believe your ridiculous story. But as Emet-Selch, I have a duty to examine any potential threat to our existence, no matter how ludicrous or personally offensive I may find it. I think the time for leisurely exploration is past. If I might have a moment to adjust my vision. There he is, on the Nextile order. Meteion is with him. Nextile over, stupid. Hermes appears to be in the midst of an observational study. I suggest we hurry before they venture elsewhere. I agree. Straight down. Oh, driving directions. Alright, we're back to Hythlodaeus. They are close by within the Hungering Gardens. That would be the circular enclosure you see just ahead. Well then, Boone, make yourself useful and bring Hermes out here to us. If I were to go, he would assume I was there to press him on the Fandaniel matter. Of all of us present, you stand the best chance at convincing him to put aside his work for the moment. But the creations in there are not exactly... I can handle them! I've got swords! But then again, perhaps Boone can handle them. He did survive a bout with Venat, after all. Off you go to find Hermes, but do be prepared to come to blows with the garden's denizens. Ooh, I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going.
Many hours of searching later.
Boone, what are you doing here? I thought you were keeping Hythlodaeus and Emet-Selch busy. Venat's here. An important matter, and unrelated to my decision on Pandania, you say? Well, yes, of course I'll come. As soon as my work here's finished. I'll not be long, I promise, but you should really wait outside the garden. Okay. Ah, you spoke with Hermes then?
Yeah, after falling off a cliff.
And were briefly entangled with the denizens of the Hungry Gardens as well. Well, I see. Or I should say smell.
Oh, I better take a bath then.
I cannot speak for other convocation members, but I for one am impressed with— Ow! Ow! That whale landed right on top of me! Now that you've convinced Hermes to confer with us, let us pray that things will soon take the turn for the better. As fascinating as it would be to meet the Emet-Selch who would recreate Amarant in the depths of the ocean, I think it best for all concerned that such tragic events never came to pass. Be it in our future or your past. Assuming yours is not truly written in stone, naive hope that it is. Hermes said he would not be long, yes? Well, then we should wait here until he emerges. Okay. Is this part voice acted?
My apologies for keeping you waiting. I understand there is a matter you wish to discuss.
Aye,
Wait for it.
a matter of the utmost gravity, if one can suspend disbelief. Go on then. Tell him what you told us, who you are, and why you came.
Boone recounted everything he'd recounted to Venat, to Hermes.
The final days.
The phenomena observed during these star-encompassing calamities is likely the product of a dynamis reaction. And none is more versed in the applications of this energy than you, Hermes. I must stress that we do not believe you would desire such destruction. We come not to lodge accusations, but to beg your wisdom. And so, distressing though the exercise may be, I ask that you share with us your opinion on the matter, on the assumption that our visitor's tale is true.
Even you, Venat. As you say, the phenomena observed in the two calamities may both be attributed to dynamis. Of note is the difference in its effect. In the first final days, it warped creation magics. In the second, it warped the people themselves. The key variable, I suspect, is the etheric density of the men of each age. As you know, ether, in essence, negates dynamis.
It does?
Harboring high concentrations of ether, we ancients cannot readily manipulate dynamis, nor be manipulated by it. Therefore, rather than ourselves, the calamity affected our magics. In contrast, having been sundered, the people of the future are composed of but a fraction of our ether.
True.
Thus are they susceptible to the influence of dynamis and its transformative potential.
See.
But that would explain only the mechanism,
Yeah.
not the cause. Though perhaps...
What is it? Even should it be a hypothesis, we would hear it.
Dynamis is an energy put in motion by feelings. Feelings for which there must first exist a source.
So something is
The source
feeling
to
us
which
to
the
death.
victims must be attuned. One that harbors the selfsame negative emotions. Elsewise it could not be the agent of such extreme change.
So something full of fear and despair.
So it wasn't the stagnation of the celestial currents. Someone, or something, is instigating the star's demise.
That's what I've been figuring.
So, we've a villain on our hands after all. Any idea who or what it could be?
I don't know, there's like 13 different Final Fantasy games to draw references from.
The celestial currents comprise the outermost layer of the star's ether, encasing it like a protective sphere. According to your tale, it was where the currents were weakest that the phenomena first manifested.
So it's eating
If
away
the
at the...
inciting factor came from without a Theris, then its effects would first be seen in those locations.
So it is alien.
Greetings. Can you hear me?
Oh my god, I was fucking right. They met
Do
some...
not be alarmed. I mean
They met
no
Cthulhu
harm.
in outer space!
I wish only to hear your words, share your feelings, know your thoughts. May we please be friends?
Okay, oh god, something
Meteion.
bad's gonna happen to her, isn't it? Oh god. Okay.
What is it?
Edge of my seat. Edge of my seat. Make sure the
Executing scheduled task, suspending individual self and connecting to shared consciousness. Connection established. Commencing status report.
Oh god, this hurts like hell!
It hurts!
Ah!
It hurts!
Ah!
So hot, so cold, so sad. I don't understand. Make it stop.
Meteion!
Please, make it stop.
Steady, Meteion. Steady.
So scared, so lonely. The pain, it's too much.
God.
Why? Why do we? They hurt.
Jesus! It's just like Kathleen! The bleeding eyes!
This is wrong. All wrong.
No!
She's gone? But how?
Meteion!
She has altered her etheric density in order to blend in with her surroundings, an ability for avoiding confrontation.
Oh, she's not dead, she's invisible. Okay.
Most effective. Frustratingly so. I can't see her either. Not even a trace.
Holy shit, snacks.
Stay away. Please. This is wrong. My mistake. So please.
Are you all right?
Of all the times to need a Stola cuddle, and Stola's not
In your
here.
mind? No. We only heard her speak the instant before she vanished.
Of course. When communicating without words, Meteion also employs Dynamis. That would explain why you were able to hear her, when we could not.
Then you are our best chance of finding her. Follow her voice and try to track her down.
Alright, you got it.
Hindered though we may be, let us split up and search as well.
So they met something out in space that came down and fucked everything over. That's crazy! But before we click on this thing, check out these things. They're like Venus flydras.
It seeps into my mind. Our voices reporting. No, Hermes mustn't hear them. I have to run to hide.
Meteion! Meteion!
Greetings and salutations.
Who dat?
Oh, it's you.
Oh, Meteion, you're okay.
Commencing report. No, we can't tell them that. We must run. Run far away.
Oh, shit.
Please, don't follow me.
Meteion's anguished voice fades as you sense her climbing to the top of the ridge.
How? How did it come to this? Is this the reason we traveled to the stars? Why we sought out other life forms? Is this the answer? No, it cannot be. It cannot be. Compiling report for dissemination to Hermes and all peoples of Etheris. Processing expedition data, preparing profiles on intelligent civilization. Formulating answers to the question.
42.
Finalizing report. No, Boone, you mustn't listen.
No, I can take it. I can take it. I've heard so much worse. And also I need to know to save my world.
It's wrong. All wrong.
Okay. Oh, but there's people joining us. Oh.
Any sign of Meteion?
Kind of. Sort of.
Panicked and confused. Which will make it all the more difficult to predict her movements. Hermes, what do you make of this situation? The media are linked to a single mind, a shared consciousness which connects them across any distance. I suspect something has happened which disrupted its usual harmony. How might we access this shared consciousness of theirs? Much as you would approach any sentient being directly. In the media's case, that means speaking to any incarnation within physical reach. So unless we can track down the Meteion we lost, we have no means to communicate with them. No way of knowing what befell her sisters. No way to provide directions of guidance. Then we had best set our musing aside and concentrate on how we might find her.
Yeah, agreed.
Oh, my dear Meteion, what did you witness out there that frightened you so? Why do you seek to keep it from us? How terrible could it possibly be? Correct if I'm wrong, but Meteion renders herself invisible by matching your etheric density that's her surroundings. Yeah, she does. If so, could we not then disrupt her concealment with a surfeit of ether? How much Emet-Selch solidified your presence? Oh, that'd be cool. Don't be absurd. I can hardly channel ether to a recipient whose whereabouts are hidden from me. Which is why we must all work together. Boone will continue to search in the same manner as before, but this time with you in tow. Hey, he's gonna follow me around! Very clever, and thankfully she's made herself easier to capture by fleeing towards Leth. Assuming she's made visible, it should prove no great feat to herd her into a corner. Then we have our plan. Boone and Emet-Selch will be our tracker and trapper respectively, while we others predict and obstruct Meteion's avenues of escape. Emet-Selch and I will keep an eye on each other's aether to help coordinate our efforts. Let's be about it. Well, it seems we are partners for the time being. Let us return to where we last saw Meteion and pick up the trail from there. I will keep myself in a state of preparedness, ready to rain down ether at a moment's notice, meaning it falls to you to keep clear away.
One overly long search quest later.
I'm not here. I'm not here. Please.
Right there, Emmett.
By that rock, is she? Very well. Snap. There you are. What?
Why can't I hide? Listen, we need to hear your report, no matter how bad it is. Boone, what are you saying? Everything is so faint. I'm sorry. I'm not strong enough. Stay away. I'm begging you. Don't make me say it. It will break him. His poor, fragile heart. Now we have a chance. Once the others are in position, the two of us can herd her into their midst.
Okay.
There. I see her. I mean, she's very blue.
Yeah. Oh, there she goes.
Aha! Give chase. We shall herd her into the shelter.
Okay. You mean that gazebo, right? Yeah.
Snap. What a nice little walking bridge. I like it.
Yeah, sorry. Poor little girl. Ow. It's for her own good, though.
Please, Meteion. We must speak.
I could use a snack.
I'm sorry, Hermes. I'm so sorry.
So maybe in the original timeline, she never told him. So he had no warning.
If someone can hear these words, then please.
Tell me.
Please protect them. Protect them all. Individual self-suspended. Connection with shared consciousness stable.
Tell me what's going on here. I got to know.
Our survey is complete. We shall now report our findings. All units safely arrived at their respective destinations. Seeking answers to Hermes' question, we attempted to make contact with the intelligent denizens of each star.
Okay.
Results are as follows, in order of numerical code. Enna. Traces of civilization found. Structures believed to have served as domiciles. No extant life forms detected.
Henna, huh? Or Enna?
Dio. Ruined remnants of buildings scattered across star, surface of which is encased in ice. Presence of life could not be verified.
They all got wrecked.
Tria. Evidence of large population centers, akin to cities recovered. No extant life forms found. Only their lingering essence.
All you found was dead worlds.
Tessera. Edifices surmised to be abandoned residences found. No extant life forms detected. Deadly plague or extreme environmental degradation likely to have led to mass extinction.
Okay, I better zoom this in a bit.
They are all dead.
Destroyed by the same entity, perhaps.
Octo. Star found in state of violent conflict. Contact successfully made with inhabitants.
Oh.
But deployment of weapons of mass destruction resulted in total annihilation of local population
sorry.
shortly thereafter.
No, not that close.
Inea.
Too close.
Star is a barren desert. No identifiable flora found. Bones of living beings resembling men discovered beneath sands. But determination regarding their intelligence inconclusive.
Remind me, Hermes, what exactly was the question you entrusted to Meteion?
I tasked her with asking what others live for. What gives their lives meaning.
And they never found anybody who they could talk to.
Did you consider what may happen if the premise of the question is flawed? To be able to answer it, one must be living and desire to continue doing so. But if Meteion finds no living beings in the course of her journey, or none who desire to live, what then? What answers would she derive from their silence?
Well, none.
Meteion, enough! Suspend your mission and return hither at once.
Decapente. Local civilization once flourished under auspices of higher power. Said power later laid waste to civilization in fit of rage. Upon revealing this to me, entity elected to self-terminate in lieu of providing answer to question.
Damn!
No other intelligent
That's
life forms
harsh.
found.
Turning a deaf ear, are we? We are taking Meteion back to Amarot. As I understand, we will need her if we are to bring back all of her sisters.
Yes. Meteion. It isn't right, is it? It isn't right to turn away from the answer. Even if the answer is pain.
What are the odds that all the worlds he sent them to would be dead, though? Ugh.
Even if we aberrations must scream ourselves hoarse to be heard.
Didn't Midgar Sormer call Aetherius the last bastion of hope?
Aye. Whatever answers we find, I will not dismiss them out of hand. These words I said to you, and I will hold myself to them.
What do you... Whoa. Okay.
What is the meaning of this?
You cannot take Meteion. Not until she has finished her report.
What are you transformed into? What is that?
All else must wait.
Or is that just his, Do they all have a form like this? What's going on here? I'm confused! And so is my character.
You fool!
Foolish fool! Why, Hermes, why could you not leave well enough alone? Will these answers assuage the pain you feel when a creation is returned to Aether? Had you never cast your accursed question to the distant stars, you may one day have learned to have been peace upon this one. Wait, is he the guy? Hermes was heading to Ketosis, whatever. Considering the expansive dimensions of the place, even we may have a difficult time finding his Aether. All I can say is enter from the rooftop and likely to arrive at the uppermost point of the facility. Okay, so, do we pursue him? Yes! Of course we pursue him, no matter what Hermes might be thinking. Meteion is a potential threat that needs to be brought under control. Wait. Meteion's a threat? The Meteion herself? The Convocation's duty to safeguard this star takes precedence over any personal stake in the matter. Venat, Boone, I know shite! 'Tis clear we stand on a precipice, but we have yet to determine beyond a shadow of a doubt that Meteion is the hand which tips us over the edge. Nevertheless, if we are to learn the truth of the final days, we must give chase. And even if neither Hermes nor Meteion is ultimately responsible, we cannot leave them to suffer this torment alone. Yeah, that's true. And agreed on all hands. To Ketosis Hyperborea we go.
Wait, you forgot to tell me how to get there!
And unfortunately, I have to cut the episode there for reasons that shall become abundantly clear in the next one. That's our show. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please smash that like button, leave a comment, share this with your friends, and if you haven't done so already, subscribe. Helps out a lot. Have a good one.
Flight of Meteion, soar in the purple light, in the sky or in my mind. Flight of Meteions, sail past reality.